Hey everyone, Jet here, and again, I'll be covering chapter 1 Dead End, like, of Terminal. Yeah, so I did chapter 5 before first actually, but let's start from the chronological storyline over. So obviously I have the volume of Roblox off to 0 because I need to, you know, speak so that you guys can see. So the first thing you realize is that there's seats and you could actually interact with them, flip up and down. In order to get this part, the reasoning is because you can, in case of emergency, you flip up the seats for survival kits. This one is actually kind of an emergency right now since, well, we are in a speeding train, it's speeding up for no reason. So the next one is actually up here. This seating chart explains to you how the seats are labeled. So the seats are labeled in columns A, B, C. Even though it says row, it's actually columns based on how we see it. And rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for example, this chair over here is A1, while this chair over here is B5. B6, my bad. B6. So, and you also see this keypad which you cannot press the number multiple times, and you have to press 4 separate numbers in order. So the first thing you may see over here which catch your interest is probably has to do something with the lines, but it's actually not. This is actually totally irrelevant. Instead, this poster over here tells you the code indirectly. So what you have to do is take note of the seats in order. So you have it doesn't work, but it's fine. A2, C6, B8, A5. Like I said, based on this, we can identify which seats to look at. So we have A2 with 3, C6 with 4, B8 with 7, A5 with 9. And that's our 4-digit code, 3479. The next part of this puzzle is Pete's Cafe. So the first thing you have to do in there is actually go back to the previous room, go here and press the quarter over here. This is one of the quarters you need because there's a key card over here which you need to swipe and enter, and in order to get it you need 50 cents, so 2 quarters. So we have quarter 1 and input a pin code for another quarter. So how do we get the pin code? Well, firstly, look at this. So we have Pete's Cafe, which is the brunch menu. So they specifically circle the word unscrambled egg. So the weird part is why unscrambled, and the reason why is actually posters again, but not those posters in the previous room, the ones in this room. See, you have like some sort of a puzzle here. So there's 0, there's 1, there's like 7, 4, 9, stuff like that, 2, 6, 8, 5, 3. So the idea is you go from order from 0 to 9 and unscramble the words in there. So for example, if I unscramble this, I have eyes but cannot see. So that's the first part. Then 1 is next, so it's while I am round. The next one is 2, so I'll just go over here for the 2. While I am round, I am not a pizza base. The next part is 3, which is right over here. So you see I have no legs, but I can still run. Next is number 4, which honestly to me, when I look at it, it doesn't really mean much other than just magic number, but it doesn't really say much, to be honest. I still run. Number 5 says, but I have numbers on my face. Number 6 is right over here with the, which honestly does not really tell me much. Like all I see is just sun brings me hated. I don't know. I forgot what it was. I can check actually. Give me 1 sec. Like I'm just gonna use a word unscrambler so that I could see what word it might potentially be other than hated, because that's all I see really. Death. Sun brings me death. I guess makes sense, Sun brings me, I guess sun does bring me death, Maybe sun brings me death. Maybe. 7 is which I don't think means anything for this one, not gonna lie. I can't use my hands I can't use my hands. Then we go 8. What am I? And then the last one is just it's what is it again? I need to remember what it was. Small but larger than a bee. Okay, sure. This one doesn't mean anything as well. So the entire point of this is that they give you a riddle. I have eyes but cannot see. While I am round, I am not a pizza base. I have no legs but I can still run. But I have numbers on my face. I can't use my hands. What am I? I don't know if there's supposed to be an order on how you're supposed to read it in the crunch menu. I never really check, I'll be honest. But this is like kind of the general idea I got. If it's like someone knows the exact order or something, you can check. So if you take a while to think about it or just Google the answer, because Google is so smart these days, you will answer clock. But where would you find a clock? Like there's no clock here, there's no alarm clock or anything. There is a poster of a clock. And if you are able to read the time, you'll realize that this is actually 12:35. 12:35, 4-digit code. Wait a second, hold it, pause, go over here. 1, 2, 3, 5, boom. Now you got 2 quarters. And all you have to do is go here. This is how the vending machine works. You press 2, then C, and then this, boom, get key cards, interact, let's go. So the next room is basically the cabin area where basically you sleep in the sleeping car. So let's just first interact with this and whoopsies. The fuse is gone. It's gone now. So there are multiple areas where the fuse could be at. One such area is under the table, right over here if I'm not wrong, but it's not there for this case. Another one that I know is right over here, but it's also not there. So let's just keep searching for it together, because you know, I mean bonding time, you know, bonding. I love like bonding sessions like this, you know, even though I can't exactly talk to you. Yeah, I know it's kind of depressing, the fact that like yeah. So if you want another location, is right here, and this vending machine there. So you could just take this. This one is just look around and see where the fuse could be. So just look around every inch and corner of the area. So now we have a password thing, right? So if you actually look up here, it actually kind of gives you the answer over here. So the pattern. So let's follow it. So dot, 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 and the power is back on. So now we have this. How do we enter the keypad? Again, we have the same 4-digit, different number code. Well, there's a Morse code feature actually, and if you look at it, it might not seem much other than, oh, we probably need to find some sort of Morse code. But have you noticed that the font color is more of a neon red? The reason why is because if you go all the way back into this room, you see this blinking light? These lights are not blinking for no reason. These lights are blinking for a reason. So for example, it's blinking in Morse code, the most classic way ever. So let's do it together. So we have dot, dot, dash, dash, dot, 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 dash, dash. That's the first one. Dash, 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 dot, dash, dash, oh, dash, 4 dots, dash, dash, dot, dot, dot. So the way you see when it starts is after a very long pause like this, and then it'll start from there. So after that, we could just go here, and we can decode this. So the first one is 3, sorry, my bad, 3. The next one is decoded as dash 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 dot, which is 9. Dash 4 dots, which is 6. Last one is dash dash dot dot dot, which is 7. So the code is 3967. Let's put that in. And this is how we enter the final area. So looking at that, it might have been kind of bloodshed. This guy probably fainted or died. This guy has his whole arm chopped off. So yeah. So again, 4-digit random code that we do not know. And if you look behind, there is 4 codes, 4 images for us to see. Well, this one is more of a, you know, like a 4-digit thing. So let's start with the first one. It's a hotel. So where did we see the hotel before? I think you guys like already know what the gist is with the posters. So let me just break it down. Hotel 7. This is a hotel. So it's all full with 7. So let's put 7. The next one is a weird looking one. I would say this is probably one of the a bit harder ones if you do not know and not observant enough. It's a purple square plus, orange square minus, green triangle plus, and behind it looks like weird bamboos. So what are those bamboos? It's those kind of bamboos, you know. So you have to count all the bamboos and then make it into equation. So for example, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So you have 6. I think it's orange minus. Yes, orange minus. Orange is right over here. So 6 minus 2. So that'll be 4. And afterwards you add back green. So 1 2 3 4 5. So your 4 plus 5, that is 9. So we'll put that, save that here. The next one is a bit more annoying. This is what you were supposed to look for. So it's like a curvy 4 with a W sideways thing, you know. So the idea is you have to look through all of these kinda to be able to distinguish which one is doing. Even it got Chinese, 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 9 10. I love it. But if I'm not wrong, the answer is right over here. This one here, which is 4. So yeah, this one is just tedious work. The last one is quite unique. So it's a television, but with specific empty spaces and numbers. So there's only one area we got televisions. It's actually in here. So these are like kind of screens actually. So it's more of a television kind of screen. As I mean, these two look like kind of television screens, let's be honest. And if you look at it, let's look at the first one. So the first one seems to be a 3-letter word. It's in fact not a 3-letter word, but a 3-letter short form, you know, short form. And if we look at it, 1 is in the middle position, so we got O. The next one I look at is this one over here, something something 2 something something something. So let's look for 6 letters together. We got danger. The second letter of the final message of the final one we have to get for 4th digit is N, because the 3rd letter of that word, so O-N. And finally we have a space over there, which I think is very obvious since there's only one with 2 words, something like this. And if you look at it carefully, it is E. So O-N-E, you get 1 7 9 4 1. And this is how you solve it, and you interact with it, and you solve the puzzle. Congratulations, you have beat chapter 1.